Listen, tonight, as we celebrate National Volunteer Month during National Volunteer Week, we want to begin a new tradition here in the city of Aurora under Mayor Irvin's leadership by acknowledging a Volunteer of the Year. And when you look at the work that this community does, there's so many individuals who have to move us forward. But as you can see by the alderman who chose to come down, there's an individual who really works across all 10 wards and throughout so many departments here in the city of Aurora, giving of his time, his talents, his smile that keeps us all going. I'm going to give that to the mayor. Please join me in welcoming our first ever Volunteer of the Year, Mr. Curtis Wilson.
Come on down, Curtis!
Keep that applause going. He donates hundreds of hours every year to our community, working with our ward aldermen, working with our departments. He is just a consummate volunteer here in the city of Aurora. And after the mayor presents him his award, any alderman who would like to share any recognitions to Mr. Wilson before he speaks. Oh, no, he'll go first.
This is such a surprise. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Total honor.
Mr. Wilson, come on down next to the mayor, bro.
Now, on this National Volunteer Month here in 2024, we want to give our first ever Volunteer of the Year award to Curtis Wilson for personifying selfless service and embodying the true spirit of community through your words and through your deeds. Because of you, Aurora shines so much brighter. Yes. Let's give him a round of applause.
And let's move back. Hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Now, if there are any aldermen who'd like to share brief comments about Curtis' involvement in your ward.
So I'm very proud that Curtis is a resident of the 5th Ward, and we're very lucky to have, the city's very lucky to have him, we're very lucky to have him. But I want to say about Curtis is that in this day and age where there's so much negativity and hatred and vitriol out there, this man is refreshing. He is always looking at the glass is always half full. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but in this day and age, it kind of is. And I know when he walks in the room, people start smiling because Curtis is there. And so he's got an ability about him to make everything better. And I do appreciate everything you do, but especially your demeanor and your behavior and the way you look at things reasonably. We need more like you, so thank you for being there. Thank you so much.
I'll go next to make it short because you got 12 aldermen to speak, and we like our microphone. So Curtis, I remember the first time I heard you speak to City Council, and I believe you had just moved here, and you had talked about how important it was to give back to your community and how you wanted to get involved. And at that point, you had not been involved at all, I don't believe. So where you came that night to greet us, to meet us, to talk to us, to where you are today, has been about 5 years. And look at what you have done. You have added so much to our city. And I have to tell you, when I sit up there and I look out, I look for your face. Because there's always a positive, like Carl said, there's always a positive smile on your face. And it is sometimes needed. So sometimes as we sit up there and we're dealing with the things that we're dealing with our city, seeing your sweet smiling face is just grand. And I also want to tell you that Mayor Wisner presented me in 2009 with a Volunteer of the Year award. Look where I am today.
I love it.
So, like Patty said, I won't be up here too long because there's a lot of people, but Curtis personifies volunteerism. And I've only been an alderman for about 7 months, and every event I've done so far, Curtis has been there. Curtis is part of the back to school planning bash, like this man right here, I can't say enough about it. And for good, bad, or neutral, sometimes I forget I'm on camera when I'm up here, but it's always good to look at Curtis' face and see that we're making the same face to each other. So I appreciate that and nothing else, man.
Congratulations, Curtis. Before your name was announced, I had already mentioned to Alderman Bug that it is you. So I just want to say thank you for your positivity that you bring to all the events. Your love and care for community is very visible, and we are all very grateful to have you in our city. Thank you.
Congratulations, Curtis. You really, really deserve it. Every single event in Second Ward we have it, Curtis is there. Shred event, Dia de los Niños, Easter Bunny, name it. Curtis is there. And the thing is, by the time we finish, Curtis speaks Spanish. Right? That's a great thing.
Any other city council members before Curtis?
Yes, Curtis. Thank you. It's hard to believe you've only been here not all of your life because you're such a part of Aurora. You're like the epitome of Aurora. And not only have you adopted Aurora, but we've adopted you too. So never go because we need people like you. We appreciate you. As everybody mentioned, you always have a smile on your face, and that's the way to give, with a happy heart. You're a shining example to us all. Congratulations.
We'll hear from Curtis.
They got me. This is truly an honor. I had I'm sitting there minding my own business, and folks started looking at me, making eye contact, and I'm like, what's happening? What's going on right now? But honestly, this is a sincere pleasure. One thing I learned growing up is, in order to really have true satisfaction, is you serve others, and you do it with some joy. It's not about me. One thing I learned growing up that my grandfather would say is that there's a center point in the universe around which all things revolve, and that center point is not me. So what does that mean? It's about you. It's about us. How can we do better together? And so this is a true honor. They had me teary-eyed and appreciative, but again, thank you, Mayor, thank you, City Council, City Clerk, Assistant Corporate Counsel, Mr. Clayton, all the staff, and of course our fellow residents. We're all in this together, so I'll shut up now. Thank you guys so much, and have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 Volunteer of the Year, Mr. Curtis Wilson. Thank you so much. Happy Volunteer Month, Aurora. Thank you, everyone.